Okay, let me just tell y'all, if y'all hear something in the background, please excuse that noise because my kids don't stop. Y'all know if y'all got children, they just don't stop. Even when you tell them to be quiet, they still don't know how to be quiet, okay? So forgive me for that. I just want to start off by saying that. Now, boom, let's get into it. So we go on the low end, like 63rd, 62nd, 69th, something like that, somewhere on the low end in Chicago, to go meet my friend's brother. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me start. I think I should start by telling y'all the beginning of the story. Because, yeah. So, originally, I was at my friend's house and she told me she had reunited with her brother. The brother was in a foster care. And so, and this is her dad's son by another woman. So he was in foster care. They really didn't know him like that. They met him a couple of times when they were younger, but they didn't have a relationship like in their older years. And at this time, we were like 15, 16-ish. So, all right, back to us going to finally see him. Because I was like, oh, you know, I'm going to see him. Is your brother cute? Like, what are you looking like? So she like, yeah, we can go. You can go see him. And we went to go see him. So we ended up over there. And he was nice or whatever. He came, chopped it up with us, chopped it up with his sister, gave her a hug and everything. He was like, who is this? What's your name? Y'all know how I go. Who is this? What's your name? How you doing? Let me get your number, stuff like that. So that's what he was on. Then he was like, y'all want a drink? And I'm like, no, I don't drink. I like to observe and be aware of what's going on around me. I can't drink with people I don't know. And I like to drink in the comfort of my own home. That's just not me. I don't do drugs. I don't drink none of that stuff. No. Anyway, so my friend like, yeah, I want to eat. I'm going to drink. So she with it all. She like, okay. So he asked me again, like, you're not going to eat? And I'm like, no, like, I don't want nothing. Thank you. And then he was like, man, I'm going to get y'all something to eat. So he ended up getting us some heroes, which was cool. And he was working. So he was like coming back and forth to the car, checking on us, asking us like, what y'all cool? Y'all good? And basically what you do when you on a block. So we just sitting there waiting on him to finish up. He finished up and basically we ended off like him asking me to get my number, and he was like, oh, you gonna be my girl, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I guess, okay. But in my mind, I wasn't there because yeah, he's cute or whatever. But I was in a little teenage romance, we'll call it that. And so I was so head over heels for the person I was with. I wasn't really checking for him like that. So, okay. Time goes by. Like, a lot of time goes by. Now, mind you, like, maybe like a couple of times we hung out, went to the grandma's house. It was nothing major. Just like sitting next to each other, talking, whatever like that, chopping it up. And so after those couple of times, he left. He went to Job Corps. And so he went to Job Corps, and I think I didn't see him for a long time after that or before that, because when he left, I didn't even know he left. So my point in telling you guys that when we were talking, it wasn't like we were talking, because it was like so, like the time span was so short. So basically he went to Job Corps and he ended up leaving Job Corps. So my friend gets a phone call from her grandmother like, oh yeah, he left Job Corps, girl, whatever. The people are saying he got HIV. So that's how we kind of find out, but not find out. So basically the grandmother told her to tell everybody that he talked to, was trying to talk to, everything. So my friend knew that me and him like didn't go far. That's my best friend. I tell her everything, right? So, you know, but she was like fixated on telling everybody. Like any person he came in contact with, she was not playing. She would tell everybody what he was, you know, like, this is possible. We don't know, but it's possible that he does, because he's saying he doesn't have this. So for a long time, like I said, he was gone. He like had disappeared. I guess he was doing his own thing. But anyway, years go past and he pops back up. He ends up, of course, he's always like saying like, you were supposed to be my girl, you're supposed to be my girl, like or trying to like talk to me. And I used to just like kind of like blow it off, like ha ha ha, you know, laughing and stuff like that, because I just really didn't think of him like that. Like, you cool. He wasn't an ugly dude, but it just wasn't there for me. And so he ended up talking to one of my friends, my best friend's friends. And it was crazy because my best friend, like I told you, she was adamant about telling any and everybody that he could possibly have this. And so she told her friend, like, he has this, like, girl, you need to go get checked out. Like, he's not going to tell you. You know, she asked her, like, did he tell you? Because this is what's going on. And the girl, like, no. And I get checked and all this. So she was kind of angry that my friend told her that because I think it was more so of an embarrassment. Like, why are you telling me this? But the girl ended up going to get checked. They ended up staying in a relationship. And so at that point, I was like, oh, okay, maybe he cool. Maybe it was a lie. But in my head, I'm like, why would her grandma lie like that? Like, I know her grandma not lying, saying it about her own grandson. Like, that's weird. But anyway, more time goes past. He's not with that girl no more. He disappears. And now, I forgot how this happened, but somehow my friend ended up talking to somebody that went to her school, some gay dude that went to South Shore with her, and he was like, your brother is gay. And she was like, what? It was a conversation that they were having. Like I said, guys, this was so long ago, I don't remember exactly how this took place or what transpired, but the dude was saying, like, I know your brother, like, your brother has been out here sleeping with us, like, he's one of us, like, don't act like you don't know. And my friend was like she didn't believe it. Okay, some more time goes past, and when I'm saying time, y'all, I mean like months, years. Like, at this point, now that I'm about to tell you guys, the next step is we're in like our 20s now. That's how much time is going past. So, and with this, us not even knowing if this is true or not. But like I said, my friend was telling everybody, like, this is what is possibly going on with this person. Stay away from him. So, okay. At this point, he's been in multiple different relationships. Beautiful girls. Like, my friend used to show me like pictures of them and everything. Like, beautiful girls. Some of those girls had families and like kids, like small babies and stuff. And it was just so weird to me. And I was like, if he really got this, like, bro, that's sick. And you know, that's how my friend felt too. She was like, I can't believe this. And these girls need to be getting checking the dudes that they messing with before they sleep with them. And I was like, you're right. And you know, she just really, it really bothered her a lot. And so, as it should. So time goes past, and I don't even remember how it happened. He came back around. He was hanging out tough with everybody, his sisters, and everything. He was back around. Simple as that. And something happened to where he ended up getting kicked out, or wherever he was at. And I was living in Indiana, and he was like, he didn't have nowhere to go, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, you can come here. But I did check in with my friend. She was like, absolutely not. Don't let him come stay. No. I really think he got got HIV, whatever. Don't let him come stay. Don't let him come stay. That's why me and my sisters, we don't want nothing to do with him, because we really think he got it. And I was like, y'all, that's wrong. Now, mind you, I'm thinking this because I'm like, he seemed like a really good person. Like, he's really giving. If he got it, like, he give. Like, if anytime he had money or whatever, he was giving everybody stuff, like, or bad stuff, doing stuff. I just thought he was nice. I thought he was caring. But my friend wasn't having it. She was like, you got babies, you don't need to do that. Because by this time I had 2 kids. So I was totally, I moved on with my life. It wasn't like that. So try to make this long part of the short story short. He ended up coming to my house, and I was like, you can stay for like a week. That's all I can give you is a week. My daughter was gone with my mom and my mom or my grandma. One of them. She was gone with her grandmother, her dad's mom, and she was over there with her. My son was with me, and it was just us two. At the time, me and their father, we were on shaky ground. So I was like, okay, it's cool. You could come over, like, And he came, and it was cool. He was nice. He was respectful. But all in my mind, I just kept thinking, like, what if he got this? Like, I don't want him to use my towels. I don't want him to use my tub. I don't want him to use my fork, spoons. Like, oh, this is so gross. Like, in my mind, like, I'm so ignorant because I'm thinking, like, you could catch this stuff, you know, from anything. Like, I hadn't did no research. I didn't know nothing about it, but I just knew that it was something that nobody wanted to have, right? So, eventually, the whole time we were there, like, so he didn't have money. I didn't have no money either. I was broke, right? And the whole time he was there, he was just kind of like fixated on telling me like, we should be a family. We should be a family. Oh, I really want to be with you. I've been wanting to be with you since we were younger. Like, you should let me get a chance. Why are you doing me like this? Why do you do this? And he was like, I know it's because what people say. They keep saying I got AIDS, but I don't. I don't have it. I promise you I don't have it. And I was just like, you don't have it, then why did your grandmother say that? Why is your sister telling everybody? Like, it's something to it. Like, I think you're lying to me. He like, why would you think I'm lying? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not lying. He was like, I wouldn't do you like that. He was like, well, I really want to be with you. I really love you. And I was like, this is so strange. I was like, you know, we cool, we friends. It's like, no, like, let's just keep it that way. And so my baby ended up getting sick, right? During this week he was there, it was like 0 below, snow up to the ankles, okay? And so my baby was sick and he needed some Pedialyte. And neither one of us had money. Somehow he found some money. He found a way to get the money. And he went to the grocery store, Strike Ben's Hill, like right up the street from my apartment complex. And he walked up there in the cold and got the baby the Pedialyte. He came back with flowers and a card. He had bought something to eat too, like something that we could eat. And I was amazed by that. I was like, oh wow. And I was pretty young. So that was the first time somebody had really, like, besides my children's father, that had did that. Like, wow, like, you don't got nothing to do with me and mine. Like, but he went and he did that. And I just thought that was so sweet. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And he was just trying to do the most, like, I guess, act nice and do things for me or whatever. And he called himself, like, every day he would leave and go out. He said he's like going to make some money, like, or whatever. But he would come back and, like, have something for me, like some money, something. And I was like, okay, all right. So, like, the very, like, last day, we sat down and we talked. And he was on one couch, I was on the other couch. My baby's running around and, you know, just chilling. And I was like, you know what? I said, tell the truth. And something in my mind was just like, be nice about it and tell him, like, you don't care. So I was like, tell the truth. Like, do you really got it? Don't lie to me. I'm your friend. Like, you don't gotta sugarcoat to me. I'm not gonna judge you, whatever, like that. And he was like, I said, how did he come? He came out and said it. And he was like, it took him a while. I swear, like an hour. It took an hour for me to get it out of him. And he finally was like, yeah, I do. But he went straight into saying, you can't get it. And I was like, what the fuck are you like, huh, who? Because nigga, we not, like, I was so pissed off. I'm like, nigga, we not finna know. What do you mean? But you can't get it. He started saying, like, oh, you could go to the clinic and you could do this as ways. I said, he just got to explain himself and he got really, like, agitated. And then my baby, you know, babies run to people and he picked my baby up. Oh my God, I damn near lost it. I snatched my baby so hard and I was holding my baby. He was like, see, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He like, look how you reacting. And the reaction wasn't like, it was just, listen, it wasn't intentional. It was just how I reacted. And I was like, and my head was so messed up, y'all. Like, my head was so blown because I was like, you just told me you got AIDS. And then you stood up here and said, you can't catch it. And then he started, like, he was so agitated, y'all. He was like, oh, because people be thinking just because you got AIDS, you don't want to fuck. I was like, whoa, like, it was strange because it was like, you're telling me you want to infect me. You're telling me that. You're telling me that all this time your grandmother wasn't lying. So all these years you've been trying to infect me. All those women that, like, he was with a lot of girls, y'all. A lot of girls, lot of girls. Lots of girls. You infected them girls. Like, because some of them had kids by you. Like, bro. So it was so strange to me that he told me that. And it's like, I kicked him out. I felt bad, but at the same time, I'm like, no. Like, in my mind, I was so horrified, like, and angry. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why would you, what? Like, and you a whole liar. And you sitting up here getting extra aggressive about the situation, talking about, oh, you can't get it. Don't listen to what people say and this and this and that. And telling me about, so he had something on his leg that didn't heal. That was another reason why I kept saying, you must be lying. Like, what, you got diabetes? Like, what is going on with you that you can't heal? And so he was telling me that, like, oh, these boils and all this stuff, that don't mean nothing. I was like, this nigga's crazy. It's crazy. So that's how that ended. I kicked him out, and I was called my friend, and my friend went crazy. She went nuts. She was like, I knew it. Because at that time, she didn't even really know. She didn't know if he did or not. He had never admitted it. So she was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. And she just went nuts. And I was telling people, I guess, and whatever. And I just was like hurt because he lied so much. Like, he seemed like such a good person. But at the same time, honestly, to me, he was the devil in disguise. Like, you're trying to be so nice, but at the same time, you have no good intentions for me. No good intentions at all. But you're acting like you do. It was so strange. And that was the most weirdest, strangest, disgusting. I don't even know the words. That's why I'm saying all these random words, because that was the most disgusting, craziest thing that ever happened to me in my life. Like, why would somebody try to, like, infect you with something? Like, and so let's move on. I'm almost done, y'all. Yeah, I ain't done yet. So now I ain't talked to him no more. After I kicked him out, you know, he cried and everything. I felt bad. He cried so hard, like, and he was apologizing and everything. But it was, you know, bro, that's a major, like, no. No. Like I said, I felt sorry for him anyway. We kicked him out. Snowstorm, everything. You got to go, player. You got to go. So I didn't see him for a long time after that. Long time. And he had got with more women. He had slept with all these women. Got more people pregnant. And so my friend, she had called me and she was just venting to me and telling me, like, things that he was doing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know, that's crazy. And she was like, you know what he told me? He said, he finally admitted to her, like, yeah, I got it. He was like, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep fucking all these hoes. I'm going to give every last one of these bitches what I got because they gave it to me. That's what he said. I said, wow. Can you imagine people out here thinking like that? Okay. That's not even the part that, like, really made my head, like, so fast forward maybe some months and months, or maybe even a couple years or a year. I don't remember. My friend comes, we're about to hang out. She's like, I guess, like, right before we about to go out, she gets this information. So she comes, she's calling me, like, open up the door, like, I gotta come upstairs. She comes in the house. She comes in to my grandmother's house, and I'm like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, she's so frantic. And so she was like, bitch, wait till I show you this. And she opened up her phone. And y'all, it's a picture of her brother with the biggest cock in his mouth. Like, the biggest in his mouth. Like, I had never seen nothing like that before, ever. It really traumatized me. It traumatized me. And in the picture, he's, like, looking right directly in, like, take this picture. Like, take this picture. Like, I screamed so loud. And, like, I don't know. I was just horrified. And my grandmother was like, what is going on? And I was just like, let's go. And I'm, like, telling my friend, like, let's go. Let's get out of here. Because at this point, I need to get out the house. We need to get some air. We need to talk about this. What is going on? So, come to find out, he is homosexual. And so that now these pictures are floating around. It was a backstory to the picture, but I can't go into that because I really don't remember exactly what my friend was telling me. Like I said, it was a long time ago. And she was like, that he, you know, explained that to her. And he was like, I don't care. I've been doing that for a long time. I do that shit to get money. I've been doing that since forever. And it took me back to a story. I'm trying to tell this story quick, but I can't, y'all. So it took me back to a time where I remember my cousin was talking to, well, she was going to talk to one of the dudes that was in this group home with him, like, because that's where he lived, on the low end, like at some group home. And it was like a ton of boys in there, whatever. And one of the boys, I guess my cousin, he tried to talk to my cousin. My cousin's like, okay, he kind of cute, I'm gonna talk to him. And so that's how that happened. And we got in the car, we all rode up to the gas station. And when we got to the gas station, as soon as we pull up to the pump, there's a dude this dude jumps out the car, long, pretty curly hair, it like embraced to the back with a tight little tank top, tight jeans, and like very feminine. He got out the car and he was like, I buy your ass everything. I do everything for you. Everything you got on, I bought that. Just going crazy. And so the dude was like, get back in the car. So he's making like the dude get back in the car, and we so young, I don't think that it registered to us what was going on at all. Well, at least not to me. It didn't register to me. It just didn't. And so as soon as I saw that picture, I thought about that. I was like, oh my God. So, you know, and I asked my friend, I said, so all of those boys in there, like, she was like, yes, girl, they all, like, basically, they were prostitutes. They were in a group home, they were prostituting and sleeping with each other. And it was so crazy to hear that, because when you see these people, they don't look like they're into stuff like that. And it's so weird. Like, it's like an undescribable situation. And I don't know if anybody else has been in this type of situation where it's like a DL person. That is the strangest thing in the world, because it's like you don't think this about this person, and all of a sudden it's like a nightmare or something. Like all of a sudden this person turns into something that you never even imagined. I don't know. And so after that, everything was understood. This is what he's doing. He's out here infecting any and everybody he can, men and women. And it was just horrible, And he was also saying like that a lot of dudes on, like, I guess they had like 6 dudes on 69th Street or on a low end somewhere, like a gay clique, and these dudes are like DL. I was like, stay off of the low end. And now that wasn't my thing. I'm not from the low end. Okay. But since my friend was, her family stays over there. So, you know, but that was weird to me. I was like, let me stay from over there. Let me tell my family and my people, stay from over there. But anyway, yeah, they had some weird stuff going on. So after that situation, I didn't speak to him for many, many, many years. Of course, like, what are we talking about? But I'm not gonna lie, I had always felt sorry for him, felt bad for him, because I knew some of the story, like some of the backstory about his life, his childhood, and what he went through and stuff like that. And you just, sometimes I got a soft spot for people in general, like, because I've been through a lot. And you know, if you're a caring person, you just care about people's feelings. So anytime he reached out and said hello, I speak back, like, hey, how you been doing? Like, we always kept in touch like that, or like through his sister. Like, for a long time, she couldn't even reach him or get into contact with him. But when he did decide to reach out, you know, he would always say, how's she doing? And whatever, vice versa. If she tell me like, oh, he said this or whatever, I'll be like, oh, tell him how you doing, and all, you know, I hope you're doing good, stuff like that. And one particular time, he reached out to me on Facebook, and I was like, I don't know if I should answer him or talk to him, but I did. And it was sad. It was really sad, bro. He was still in the same stuff. He was still talking about, oh, you supposed to be my girl, your kids supposed to be my kids. And that was just weird. That was just so weird, him saying that. Like, come on, bro, come on. But I'll let you have it. Go ahead. Now this time I'm really up there. I got 5 kids. I'm married. I'm doing my thing, living in my home, working in my career, like doing what you do as an adult. Like, so it was weird for him to be saying the things he was saying, but it was like, okay, let him have it. he got issues. And so when he started to tell me a story now, it was even crazier because he had got with a young girl, and this young girl had kids by him, and he said some of the kids didn't like have the virus and stuff like that, but I guess maybe a couple did, because he didn't really state that, but he said some didn't, some, you know, he just left that open. So some did. And the girl, of course, she had it, but she was really, really young. She was like, she was young. I'm just saying she was young, y'all. And so she had got strung out. He was strung out. And I felt so bad. And then he was like, oh, let me FaceTime you. What? No, he FaceTimed me. He didn't ask him. He FaceTimed me. At first, I didn't answer the first couple of times. Then I answered. And he was like, oh, my God, you're so pretty. You still look the same. Oh, you're supposed to be my girl. He started saying the same stuff. Like, you're supposed to be my girl. The kids supposed to be my kids. And I was just looking at the phone like, where the fuck are your teeth? Like, it was bad. So he had got so coked out, so strung out, y'all. Like, he don't even look the same. He looks so bad. He looks like a zombie. And I'm just like, that's what, like, it's people out here living with that actually take care of themselves, and that pray to God. I would say, like, that keep God first. And that's what he's not doing, if you ask me. Maybe I shouldn't even be saying this, but I just feel like he could be better. He could be healthier. He could look better. He doesn't have to be going through that. He doesn't have to do the drugs and stuff like that. But I mean, if you out here doing dirt like that, maybe you would take some drugs. Maybe you would, you know, trying to fight those demons. And I don't know. But there's my story of how a nigga tried to infect me. Like, weird. Like, bro. And I'm sure there's plenty of them out here today. And they be the ones that y'all... Women be like, he's so fine. Oh, he's so fine. The fine ones, y'all better watch out for these fine ass niggas. Like, for real. Watch out for them. Because them be the ones that be, like, really weird out here. Really moving real wild. Like, they wild. They be messing with women, messing with men, messing with transgender women. Like, mess with who you want to mess with. But don't be lying to people. Don't put on a fake show for people. That's when it's bad. Love who you want to love, like who you want to like. But don't be out here doing that to people. Don't be out here lying. If you got some, tell a person. Let a person know so they can decide if they want to deal with that or not. If they want to deal with whatever you come with. Anyway, y'all, it's already too long. Please drop in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. Be safe out there. Tell y'all kids, tell y'all niece, nephew, cousin, uncle, whatever, auntie, grandma, this story so they could tell somebody else. And I'm pretty sure y'all all got y'all own stories, because it's getting worse these days. This was years ago, but it's getting real bad these days. So if y'all haven't heard a story like this, if y'all think this stuff not true, it is. Be safe. Be safe. Love all, trust none. That's my motto. I got it tatted in my skin. Remember that. Love all, trust none. Make these people go to the doctor, to the hospital, before you even get involved with them. This stuff is real, and nobody wants to deal with... We got other stuff to deal with in our lives. We don't want to deal with no extra stuff, okay? So like I said, love all, trust none.